afternoon. It's been a long day. We've been messing with the 33, messing with the Evo, and then I got an awesome packages delivered, and awesome one packages delivered. Confusing, right? So, because it makes no sense. First and foremost, we got the Rally Art pipe set. So this all came from Gaz. You remember he started my Evos and all that stuff. Got my Rally Art piping kit with intake. This has to be modified, changed. Someone painted it blue like a dipshit. Used to be red. We're gonna change a lot of that up. I've got the missing piece to my Evo 4 lip. I've got this sick Mines cluster that I'll never use, but it's super cool. And then I have these two clusters. So Rally Art piping, Rally Art cluster. This cluster goes to 300. This one goes to 180. This is a Cyborg cluster. You'll notice it goes to 10,000 RPMs. This one goes to 9. Red line's at 82. This one's at 7. So what we have to do is retrofit that tack into this cluster. So we have a gangster Rally Art setup for the Evo 4. Moving along, we have the Rally Art pedal set and boost gauge, which I have a bunch of these. So I'm going to install one of those. We have the Rally Art, what the fuck are these? Knee pads. These install on the door panel and on the center console. And then we have these, which are Evo 456 HKS glove box gauge holders. These are really cool. I found all these, oh my god, all these new in box. That's pretty goddamn sick. So we got these ones in the box. I love that. If you have an Evo 456, get at me. I'll sell these. I've got a bunch of them. Pedals, boost gauge, cluster, knee pads, piping. We need the piping. We need the intake setup. We're going to obviously modify the shit out of all that, but we need to figure out what needs to be welded, closed, sealed up. Then these need to be stripped. Oh, I got one more thing. In this box, oh no, that's not it. In this box, I got another boost gauge, 1.5 bar. This is the one we'll be putting in the car because it's 1.5 bar. But I got the Rally Art Brake Master cylinder stopper, which is so fresh. This will be going in with the Rally Art strut tower bars once I refinish those. I may do everything in this gray. Those are supposed to be red, but I think they'll look a lot better in this gray. So put in the comments what you think if I should do it all in the gray. The red is tacky. The gray will look clean, especially with the polished bars and all that stuff. Let me know what you think. Let's go check out the Evo 4 so I can show you what we changed on it and what we're trying to do. We have the seat out because I have an HKS Kansai, or is it HKS Kansai or was it Bride?
Kansai.
Yeah, HKS Kansai seat rail we're putting in. This drops you down like 2 inches. It's the best mod. You won't know nothing about that because you don't have an Evo 4, Clinton.
Used to. I think mine's the bread seat mount.
Yeah, that's what we tried putting in here, remember?
Yeah, but the seat wouldn't work with it.
Yeah, so we've changed nothing in here, but we've changed some stuff under here. We did an Evo 8 ECU, Evo 8 math. We fixed some knock sensor issue we were having. That was kind of serious. Where the fuck is the thing? We put the full race manifold on. We put the metal blow-off valve on. Evo 8 math. And we took the filter out just for now. We're going to map all this out and see how it's going to work with the Rally Art parts I have. Because we need to make sure it is going to work. So what I have over here is I have another intake. Do we not need any of the ports on this intake?
No, because we're going to wire in a 4-bar map, because right now there's no map because of the Evo 4. So then we can delete all of that. We don't need any of that.
So I should have Ben weld all these closed.
I mean, you could leave one nipple for the for the boost controller to make it right, but I never use it.
How do you do it?
Just leave it open. On the boost controller.
Oh, it's supposed to recirc?
Yeah.
No shit. So we don't need any of those. So we'll be modifying one of those. And then this is the battery tray kit that I have. So we have to measure this and find a battery that fits and figure all that out. I'll be powder coating that gray as well, I think. And then in here, we have all the bracketry to mount the battery tray, I think. So you'll see all this stuff. We'll zinc it. Actually, we have it all zinced. Got a Rally Art radiator cap. Rally Art strut tower bars, I want to polish up a front and a rear, the same place that DJ got his shit done. the carbon surround for the climate control, e-brake, shift knob, and then we'll do that boost gauge. I have to see how that boost gauge installs, because it has a sensor and wires. It's not just an easy vacuum line one. What, are you having trouble?
You gotta align it, because it's all fucked.
Oh, it's like one is in, one's out. So this is the best mod for the Evo 456. It lowers the seat legitimately 2 or 3 inches and just makes it a way better seating position. Also, at the time of doing that, I'm gonna powder coat one of these HKS Kansai bars to match the gray as well. It's like a subframe to chassis brace. We'll get all that done. And the Evo 4 is like coming along pretty well, I think. What do you think it's making for power right now? A little under 300?
Yeah, probably 280.
What do you think it can make when we're good? Probably 350.
If we do what I want to do?
If we do what I want to do. Cams.
Oh yeah, cams, 350.
Okay.
We'll make 350.
So we're thinking about getting an FP manifold. Even though the full race is great, it just doesn't look OEM enough, and I really want to keep this car OEM looking. So the FP log style manifold's good. But Alex just told me tubular's probably on the Pleasure Evo good for like 40 wheel.
Yeah, you got another engine setup.
Right. This probably not, right? No, it's probably good for 5.
Not on the stock turbo.
Yeah. So the FP manifold, we'll put the shield back on. 9 turbo, rally R piping, rally R intake, rally R battery tray. We'll do some like GSC cams. What else do you suggest in the head?
Valve springs, cams. That's it.
Just valve springs. And then, was there anything else I'm missing?
E85.
No, we can't do 85. Oh, we're gonna do a clutch too. We're gonna do a twin disc. We changed the injectors, which I didn't mention when we did the ECU and the MAF. We changed the fuel pump, which I didn't mention. And we're just chipping away at this thing. I want to do as little mods as possible to reach 350 horsepower. So kind of dumb, but not, because I want like an efficient 350, not like an easy 350 that I should be making 4. You're having some trouble.
There's too many holes.
I was gonna say that's what she said, but that doesn't make any sense. Alrighty, we've got the seat bracket in. It's much lower. I don't know if you could tell from that one, but it is. That's pissing me off. And we didn't finish this install, but cluster's in. Boost gauge is in. This needs to be installed. So here's your cluster difference. You got 180, 9,000. We've got 300, 10,000. And I just remembered, in the UK, I have another cluster that the black piece is the OEM carbon fiber surround. So the piece that goes around the gauges. So I hit up Gaz. I was like, shit, send me that. So today, we are going to finish the boost gauge install. I've got to throw the A-pillar back on. And I'm going to install some more of the interior parts. Carbon fiber surround. I'm going to delete the radio. Get that the fuck out of here, because this thing's dumb. So this piece will be replaced. This will go. I'm getting the Evo right where I want it. Currently, it needs to make 50 more horsepower. I'll show you this piece. It's tacky, but it's OEM. It's cool. So these will go in today. And then I've got about 100 of these. Ooh, there's a 1.5 bar. Got about 100 of these to sell. 1, 2, whoops, 3, 4. I have another one in the other room. I've got at least 5 of those. I think there's more. I'm gonna go through this because I'm looking for some other parts, and we'll see what I find. Okay, so my 1 of 50 boost gauges is installed. So is the carbon piece. Like I said, it's a little tacky, but it's just sick that it's OEM. And the gauge cluster one's coming, but watch this now. Boost gauge. Boost gauge lights up. Triple meters light up. I need to delete the radio. Put the shift knob in. Can't do the e-brake because it has an RS e-brake. So I bought an e-brake that doesn't work. I bought an e-brake handle, I'd say, that doesn't work. And then I got my knee pads that I bought 2 sets of. When they popped up, I was so stoked on them. This is the first one, goes on the door panel. This is the one that goes on the center console. That one works. See? That's where it goes. But the problem with this is it's a goddamn RS, and so is my 5. And that's where it goes. Gets in the way of the crank. Shit! So now I have that. I'm gonna install the one, cause fuck it. Apparently, all these parts weren't made for an RS. After 2 hours.
2 hours?
It was brutal.
That was like 20 minutes.
Don't forget to put that back.
Yeah, I know.
We had to move an AC line, but I put the nicer of the 2 strut bars on just to have something. Brake master cylinder stoppers in. Strut bars in. It's like grimy, but I think I can hit it with some, like aluminum polish something and make it look 10 times better.
Some steel wool.
Yeah, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna brush fuck my, I'll ruin it.
No, it won't.
This guy, get this guy out of here.
Put fucking polish on it.
You like my intake? Honda days. That's a Honda boy mod.
5 horsepower.
Well, okay, so here's how the intake works. When you have that in, it's closed. The only air you can get comes from this area next to the battery. So
there's not even an opening.
There's not an opening anywhere except for here.
Technically, the hood has one, but it doesn't really do anything.
What do you mean the hood has one?
That's what that vent is on the side.
Yeah, the vent that's clogged by the fabric.
It's not there.
Oh, this one. And where does this go? That's closed.
It's supposed to suck and go back a little bit.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
But we don't have one.
What?
Here.
It's right there.
Yeah, but the clips would jump.
Yeah, we're replacing the clips on that. So anyway, this is what I've always wanted to do, a bolt-on car. I never get to do bolt-on cars, and now we're gonna end up redoing the whole fucking thing. Cams are a bolt-on, right?
Well, I mean, they bolt in. Yeah.
Are cams a bolt-on?
I mean, technically.
When the people say like full bolt-on,
Because I've been doing these for years, and
no one runs
that's
stock
the first
cars.
thing is you do.
Oh, we did R35 coils too, from PRP. Shout out Adam, even though he had nothing to do with that deal. Just shout him out. So strut bar, brake master cylinder stopper, R35 coils, Evo 8 ECU, full race manifold, injectors, stock. What is that? 9 blow off valve.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 blow off valve, and then we did the shit inside. We gotta do the mirrors, and then I'm gonna drive this, and I'll show you guys. I mean, OGs remember how good it looks with the mirrors, but you guys, not all of you are OGs. So here's the before. All right, she's ready. Got the mirrors on, boost gauge, everything's good. Should we take it for a rip? Did we need to do anything more?
Not yet, so we have more parts.
Right, I'm gonna take it for a rip and show you guys how it is. So the plan is to get rid of the front diff, which, come to find out, I actually have to change the differential in the transmission because the way the kit works, it uses a whole different, what Clayton calls a torque tube, but I think it's like a shaft that connects the transfer case to the transmission. So it's actually a bigger spline shaft, which is super annoying. So technically, we need to get a whole diff from, I don't know, from something. That doesn't look good. Anyway, kind of sucks, but I want to make this thing more legit to drive, so it's really annoying right now. You can hear that. Hear all that noise? I know you saw that boost gauge work. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit before I take it to red line, but this car is so good. not bad. This car is getting there. I think with a couple more little touches, this thing will be super rad. I mean, it's pretty good now, but I think with just some like cams, a little more boost, this thing will be gnarly. Anyway, we've got some work to do on the 33. We're trying to do some more tuning, just spend some more time on drivability and whatnot. So I'm gonna end the video there. It's all Evo stuff. I think I love it. We still have some stuff to do. I want to place the ashtray. I want to get rid of the radio. I want to put the carbon stuff in the center there. I definitely want to change the steering wheel. Actually, I want to check the AC. I don't know if we ever charged it. Look at that odometer, 12,000 kilometers. That's nice. Anyway, I'm gonna see if this AC turned. Oh yeah, this is already feeling good. So anyway, I want to, like I was saying, I want to get rid of the radio, change the ashtray, put the carbon thing in there, change the steering wheel. I want to get a 5 rear seat for it so they match. I bought new A-pillars because this one had a Grady boost cage. So I bought 2 new ones. I bought, a cluster like lens. I just bought a bunch of little interior stuff, but this thing is slowly getting exactly where I want it, and we're about to have some big upgrades to the Pleasure Evo, so get excited about that. We have to make a list today. We are going to, I talked to Alex yesterday, and we're going to be working with a company, and we are going to redo the whole setup. It needs a refresh. I'm going to try to race Dustin Williams GTR that we built, and it sucks. If I beat him, I don't really win because I beat a car we built, and if I lose to Dustin Williams. That's like social suicide. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Get excited. We might be going to Grid Life next week, so if you're going to be there, maybe we'll see. I'm going to drive the Golf R out, and that's it. That's all I got. See you guys next time.